Hey everybody, Justin Worden, and you're watching What's New in Electronics. We are here on the floor of the IPC Apex Expo in Anaheim. It's 2024. Mike, how you doing, man?
I'm doing great. It's been a great show.
It has been a good show, and for those of you that don't know, this is Mike Young with SASInno. He's a busy man as well. You're known as Mr. Midwest, but with
Yeah.
SASInno, you're taking a little bit more of a global approach.
Yes, absolutely. So with SASInno, we set up our shop in the Midwest, right outside of St. Louis, but we have a business partner in Germany and in Asia, and we basically have taken a global footprint, like you said. At SASInno Americas out of Missouri, we cover the entire Americas.
And an interesting thing about SASInno is they're unique in the fact that they specialize in a lot of different pieces of equipment.
We do. Our focus is really selective soldering and wave soldering, and point-to-point soldering is where we really specialize the most. And we've got a full demo lab in our facility in Missouri, so if anyone wants to come see it, they can do that.
One thing, and it's a fair assessment, but one thing that some people I'm gonna say one thing that most people are fearful of in the United States is buying equipment that's manufactured internationally. Unfortunately, almost all equipment is manufactured internationally, and the reason they're fearful is because they know the equipment's going to be good, but they worry about the service aspect.
It that's a great point, and that's one of the things that we tried to tackle early on. We are really a support company, so we provide a great piece of equipment, but we even provide better support, and we have customers that can attest to that across the U.S. right now as well.
Well, I think that's kind of the reason you guys are having the success you're having, because prior to bringing SASInno into the United States and opening up SASInno Americas, you really took the time to invest in building the business and making sure that support team was there. You knew you had good equipment, you knew it was going to sell, but the worst thing you can do is bring a new product and not be able to support it.
You're 100% right, and that's where our focus has been growing in support. You know, we use sales reps across the U.S. and down into Mexico. So we've got a sales team. We don't really need to focus on bringing people in to sell equipment. We focus on bringing people in to support that equipment that we put into the field. So you're 100% correct.
Now, bringing SASInno over to the Americas to get into a new, very competitive market, what really was the driving force behind saying we're going to go in and we're going to be the new guys?
Well, we saw a niche in that market. I mean, we've seen many good companies that are out there that have really fallen behind because they're not providing support to their customers. And so that gave a window of opportunity. Then I have a very good partnership with my business partner who founded SASInno and who actually runs the factory, owns the factory and runs it. And through that relationship, I saw the support that he was giving us and knew that that would allow us to go out and give our customers that same kind of support. It takes it beyond the level of I've got to struggle to get support so that I can support my customers. They do an outstanding job of supporting us, which allows us to in turn do that for our customers.
Well, I think that should go a long way, Mike. You're very respected in the industry, and this isn't just another principle on your line card. This is something that you've invested in. You have a personal relationship with the company, and that's probably making your customers a little bit more, or your customers more comfortable with the purchase.
Well, first, thank you for saying that. I do appreciate it. And I think it does, and we are making a big investment into it. When we took this on a couple of years ago, we moved into a small facility. We were going to have a small demo lab. We thought, we would cycle some people in and out, and it would be a nice little niche. Since that time, we actually moved out of our facility early, moved into a much larger facility where we actually have two large demo labs at that facility, and we have a large warehouse where we stock equipment. So that's the other niche that we were trying to meet, was the fact that when you're shipping something over from overseas, you've got a long wait time just to get it in a container. So we're able to bring things in, keep it in stock. Most times we can ship it directly out of Missouri to just about anywhere and have it in 2 or 3, 4 days.
Yeah, and even though you're SASInno Americas, you're expanding beyond just the United States of America,
Yes.
which most people think. I mean, you got Central America, Mexico is going to be a growing force. I've
Yes.
seen you having those meetings here today, so it's going to be very interesting to see how fast you grow throughout the Americas. But for those that are learning about SASInno for the first time, how can they get a hold of you?
Well, they can always reach out to me at mike@sasinoamericas.com. They can go to our website, which is sasinoamericas.com. That's spelled SASINNO, and of course I think that stands for Smart and Steady Innovation, because that's what we're trying to provide to the industry. At this show, we've had a great show. One of the reasons for that is that we brought a new piece of equipment here. That's a selective soldering machine that is inline, but it does a board that's 508 millimeters by 890 millimeters. But if you want to use that machine and you don't have that large of boards, you can also use it to do two boards at one time. So it gives a lot of flexibility. It comes in at a very, very economical price, and is a robust system. It's something that people should take a look at, and it's called the New Flex.
The new Flex from SASInno. Mike Young, everybody.
Thank you.